It's finished. West Ham United 0, Everton 2. So I've got my happy face on again, which delighted with that, to be honest with you. Not only, of course, first and foremost, as always, it's the result, isn't it? So we've got the win, back-to-back wins, back-to-back clean sheets, back-to-back 2-0 victories. So made up with that. We started the game really brightly. The only change to the side, as we said before, was that Kurt Zuma had come in for Yerry Mina, and yeah, that turned out to work perfectly well in our advantage as we take the lead through Kurt Zuma just 5 minutes into the game through a corner again. We've scored from 2 corners in 2 games, having, you know, previously not scored in a couple of hundred, you know, so that's just a massive, great big tick. It's nice to see that we've got people attacking these set pieces and corners, and do you know what? The delivery's been really decent as well from Luca Dean. So really made up with that. Was pleased, obviously, again with the starting 11. I really like seeing Bernard down that left hand side as well, and that link up that he's got with Luca Dean. But today, the whole team were just brilliant. I've got to say, I think, you know, from the back to the top, I think everyone was spot on. Made up for Seamus Coleman, because he's come under a lot of scrutiny this season. He hasn't been up to his previous standards, but I think the last few games he's started to pick up again. Really made up for him that he got the assist for the second goal. But the 2 at the back again, pretty solid from Michael Keane. Kurt Zuma comes back in, defensively absolutely sound, scores a goal as well, which is what we've been saying for a while, is what we need more of from our centre-halves, because, you know, we've got some good lads at the back that you'd be expecting to see score more. Michael Keane, of course, as well, scoring when he was away on international duty. So, yeah, left back, Luca Dean, bang on again. In the defensive midfield, we had like Andre Gomez and Garner Gay, and Garner again was just immense. Won everything that he went in for. Tackles flying in, left, right and centre, and he's winning them all. He was just sublime. Covered every blade of grass on that pitch. Andre Gomez, again, we need to sign him up. He's spoken about that he's so happy here, and I think it's obviously a mutual thing that club and player would like to make it a permanent thing. I was saying during the game, it's as if the ball just is super glued to his feet at will, and then he seems to create yards and yards of space around him when he's got 3 men on him. It's just unbelievable. In front of them, we had Gylfi Sigurdsson, who as well I thought was exceptional today. I think he had a really, really good game. You know, he's someone that we've spoken about being inconsistent, and when he plays really well, Everton tend to play really well. That was the case again today, although he wasn't on the score sheet. He contributed massively. It's that high press that we do, so well, and we always seem to get positive results when we do it. We did it against Chelsea. We did it again today against West Ham. We did it against Cardiff. And it's Gylfi and Richarlison just chasing everything down. Calvert-Lewin the same, Bernard, and credit to those players as well. Richarlison, in terms of his play going forward, I mean, he should have had a goal today. He really should have scored, and we deserved for it to be more than 2-0, to be honest with you. I think, you know, when you actually watch the game and see the stats, it deserves to be more than 2-0. He should have had a goal to his name. But in terms of his defensive play and his tracking back and his tackling and stuff, bang on. His work rate, his passing, going forward, brilliant. Calvert-Lewin as well. We were saying how, you know, he'll always cause a bit of divide. He always has done, between supporters, whether or not he's good enough. But I think you've got to say, every time he's been given his chance this season, he's pretty well done the job. You know, he's creating goals. His hold-up play is immense. Given a run of games in the side starting, I think he's starting to gain that consistency and is learning everybody's game around him. They're learning his game, getting a bit of confidence in him, and he's developing into a strong young player, because I think we forget a lot of the time that he's only 21 years of age. So, you know, how many Premier League goals is that for him? You know, how many Premier League goals has Calvert-Lewin scored this season? Obviously, he wasn't on the score sheet today, but again, massively impacting the game in a positive way. So I think, love to see him score a couple more as well before the end of the season. Obviously, we need to sign a striker, that's a given. But it'd be great to see him pick up a few more goals and continue to start games for the remainder of the season, I think. And the way he's playing at the moment, you can't take him out of the side. Cenk made a brief cameo as well, so that was good to see. Tom Davis as well, coming on towards the end. But yeah, I think all in all, Everton just played some really nice football, looked in control, looked comfortable. After the Newcastle result a few weeks ago, in the way we took a 2-goal lead in at half-time, and then so needlessly and so stupidly and carelessly threw it away and ended up losing the game. That was, you know, that will have been the thoughts of Evertonians at half-time. Although we looked comfortable, although we were delighted with the 2-0 lead. Fabianski as well, keeping them in the game, to be honest with you, pulling off save after save after save in that first half. But yeah, we looked totally in control. And it was great to see the way we managed the game out, as I say, totally different from what we saw against Newcastle a few weeks ago. West Ham came out with a bit more fighting. Antonio came on as well, and he was hungry to get involved in the game and make things happen for West Ham. He did that to an extent, but Everton managed the brief spells of pressure pretty well. Never really felt like we were going to concede today, if I'm honest with you. And that's a really nice way to feel. And I think, as long as we kept West Ham out for the first sort of 20 minutes of the second half, started to feel then like this was going to be our game. We had many more opportunities in the second half to kill the game off. As I said previously, Richarlison should score as well. But yeah, we've come out 2-0 victors at West Ham. All the other results have gone our way as well. You know, with Watford losing today, the only one really is that Leicester one again. But all the teams around us and thereabouts, Wolves as well, looking to get that top 7th spot. Results pretty well went our way. So yeah, all in all, a good day for the Toffees. So made up with that, I feel like I had something else to say, but I've been gabbing for ages. Oh, the Everton Ladies tomorrow as well. That's what I wanted to touch on. So Everton Ladies are at home at the Merseyrail Stadium in Southport tomorrow against Yeovil Town. Now, the news that's come out in the last couple of days is that Yeovil Town Ladies Football Club have been docked 10 points. They were going to go into administration, so they've had 10 points deducted from them, which pretty much renders them relegated to the 2nd tier in the women's leagues. So, you know, they're going to play the remainder of their games this season, but Everton were already 5 points clear, so that pretty well guarantees now that Yeovil are going to be relegated into the Women's Championship. But however, you know, they're going to play the remainder of their season, so that might work in Yeovil's favour. They might come to Everton tomorrow with, you know, every intent of puffing their chests out and getting a result for their fans and everything else. But it should ensure now that Everton Ladies are a FAWSL Women's Super League team next season, which, given that the Barclays have come out and they're going to sponsor the FAWSL as of next year, it's huge that we're going to be involved, because the women's game is just going to grow and grow and grow and grow. We've got the Women's World Cup coming up as well this summer. So I'm really excited to see what Everton Ladies can produce for the rest of the season. We have been playing some really nice stuff, as I keep saying. It's just been, you know, we got a good win against West Ham the week before. Really disappointing loss at Bristol on the weekend, because we dominated that game. So yeah, hopefully it will be 3 points tomorrow at Yeovil. And as I say, you know, always encourage as many Evertonians to get down and support the girls as possible, because it makes a huge difference to them. I appreciate that Southport is a little bit out of the way at the moment, but any Blues that are in Southport as well, do get down there. It's free for kids as well. So, and the girls are also interactive and brilliant with the fans and everything at the end. And as I say, they really do deserve to get some numbers watching them, because they're brilliant. Quite frankly, you'll bloody love it if you come. So do get down to the Merseyrail Stadium tomorrow. It'd be really boss to have a chat with some of you lovely people, and yeah, hopefully enjoy just what's been a marvellous weekend of football for the Blues. Hopefully the girls will round that off tomorrow with a win over Yeovil. I'll be there, as I say. There'll be coverage coming up on the Bird is Blue page, on Everton Ladies Twitter, Instagram story. We'll be all over that. So yeah, stay tuned and enjoy. Oh, the other last little thing I wanted to say, because I meant to do a post on it, because I haven't. Timmy Cahill earlier this week has announced that he's going to retire from football when his contract runs out. And he's my favourite Everton player. Him and Duncan Ferguson are my favourite Everton players of my generation that I've ever had the privilege and honour of watching play. Some of the greatest goals, some of the greatest memories have been given to me by Tim Cahill. So really sad to see that he'll be hanging up his boots and his little blue boxing gloves. But, you know, who knows what the future holds for him. Maybe he'll come back to Everton at some point as a coach. But yeah, let me know what your favourite memories have been of Timmy Cahill. It's a tough one, there's so many. That first goal he scored against City, where he took his shirt off and then got sent off. Plenty of goals against them lot from across the park as well. There's just too many to really think of. But yeah, let me know what your favourite Tim Cahill moments are. And no doubt I'll do like a video or some sort of tribute thing properly, because as I say, he is like my GO80, Timmy Cahill, absolute top blue, love him. So got it here, he's going to be retiring. All the best, Timmy, if you follow the page. Anyway, let us know what your thoughts were on that game. Get down to Southport tomorrow and let us know your Timmy Cahill best memories, best goals. I'm going to chill now. I'm going to enjoy watching Match of the Day and just enjoy my Saturday evening, really. Nice one, guys. Speak to you soon. Up the toffees.